Well, this is my mini tractor junkyard or mini tractor land. Um, these are all the various tractors that I have, minus the one I have in my garage. Um, this is probably the most famous one, even though it doesn't even run and has never ran since I've had it since 2009. It is a Craftsman 1981 Sears LT or LTV10, I'm sorry, Vera Drive, known to YouTube as Rusticide. It's supposed to be a towing tractor, and it's gone through various states of, where I've changed this and changed that. The hood, was the only thing on it that still had the original paint when I got it. It then became black. Now it's rusty primer. I keep changing things. I keep changing my mind on it. My last idea I had for it was to make it a six-wheeler. In fact, I am going to, if I do that, I have another set of rear fenders and a whole stack of 10/28-inch rim tires to put on it. And I have one 6-speed transmission. I need to find one more 6-speed, so I'll have 2 powered rear ends. And then the extra length of the fenders and the framework will allow me to put my towing equipment on the back of it. But that's just the way it sits because of the fact that things keep changing and I don't have the parts to finish it. I also have one in my garage. It stays in there because it's just too big for the yard. I mean, you see, I live in a residential area. It's fenced in, and, well, before we had a fence put up and I acquired all this stuff, I just had the one tractor. It's the 1988 MTD 852 GT garden tractor. It sits in my garage. I used to mow the whole yard with it, but that was years ago before I got all this stuff, and because of that, it's too big. It's a 46-inch cut. It's a huge tractor. I mowed the yard with a push mower now. I have lawn tractors, and I don't mow the yard with the lawn tractors. I only use them for toys, or I sell them. I mow the yard with a push mower because it's the only way. Moving on, my other tractors I have are rider mowers, because a snapper is technically not a tractor per se. It's a 1992 8 horsepower Briggs snapper classic. It's a SR95. I got this because I always wanted a Forrest Gump mower, and I paid $125 for it with a blown engine. I have to replace the motor. And then after that point, I'm probably just going to immediately sell it because I need money. That there is my 87 Montgomery Wards, known as Mighty Monty. No longer a mowing tractor. It's an ugly paint job I did years ago when I was still a teenager. It's just more of a toy. I do want to correctly do it upright at some point. It's just right now, it's not a priority, so it just sits. 1976, I think. I'm not 100% positive on the 76. It could be a 75, it could be a 77, but I like the year 76. Paid $3 for it in the condition that it sits, minus the fact that it had the deck on it still and half of a 10-horse Tecumseh engine in it. No rear fenders, no seat. I paid $3 for it, and that's pretty much the way I got it. Steering's locked up, it will not turn. The transmission's free. I put these different tires on the back because it had incorrect tires. It had like wagon wheels on it. I scrapped the deck and I scrapped the motor. My plans keep changing for this one. At one point I wanted to make it a parade tractor. Another point I wanted to paint it all up and make it a hot rod. You know, gloss black with red engine. You know, big stupid chrome exhaust coming down the side like a motorcycle or an old hot rod. That idea changed. Now I want to leave it rusty and make it like a racing mower of some sort. Moving on. 1985 Ford LT11. I paid $200 for it. I took the deck off because it doesn't quite work that well as a mowing deck, and it needs major repairs to the deck, so I just went ahead and pulled the deck off, and it's sitting off to the side. I don't want to restore it, but I want to preserve it in the state that it's in, because it's too nice to restore, I think. I mean, it's still got that nice patina to it, but it still looks really, really good from a distance. I mean, you can't really tell it's, you know, got rust on it or whatever until you get real up close. You know, it does have its flaws. You know, the sticker work and everything's kind of got some scratches, which you can't see from a distance. The grill's dented up on the corners, but it's still nice and white. Couple little rust blemishes on the hood, but that just gives it character. All the stickers and the dash part look pretty good. The paint on the dash is surprisingly in really good shape. The seat is almost immaculate. I took some mothers to it and put some mothers on there. It shined it up. But it rained recently, so it kind of got this white foggy haze on it right now, but it shines up like brand new. Has the original motor in it. Gas tank's in good shape. Original motor. I need a better carburetor. It leaks fuel real bad, and this right here, it's got a lot of play in it. It doesn't seem to want to just idle at a low speed. It just kind of wants to, you know, at low speed, unless you just wide open throttle. Needs some major carburetor work. I've cleaned the carb. I've actually went through 2 different carburetors. However, that's all I can do for now. This is my favorite, probably. Second to my '88 red tractor. Even really the Ford should be my favorite, but this is probably actually my favorite one to drive of all of them. 1980 Dayton, built by MTD. It's a heavy-duty GT tractor, 4-speed transaxle. Actually even says it on the hood. It's pretty cool. 16 horse 4-speed transaxle. It's cast iron rear end, actually. I've replaced the 16 horse because it was quite worn out, leaking oil, blowing smoke, with this 20.5 turbo cool out of a 2000 model Sears Craftsman LT1000 that I picked up for free. And I got this tractor for free. So everything you see here is free minus the battery. That's the only thing I've ever bought for it, was a battery. And I actually put this in here too. It's a Schumacher brand battery tender. You know, you plug it in your wall, it charges up the battery and then keeps it charged. I didn't show that in the drive video of this tractor because I just kind of forgot to show it, but it's a good tractor. It's got a lot of power. It's my workhorse. I use it for pulling and towing things around the yard. This is a 81 Montgomery Ward, built by MTD. Just plain old 10 horsepower. I think it was a 36 or 38, I think. 38. Nothing fancy, so it's hard to open. Kind of stinks. There it goes. Nothing fancy. Real simple little tractor. Got it from a friend. It's got a 5-speed peerless transmission, which is odd. Most MTDs have their iconic forward neutral reversing transmission with the Veradrive style speed control lever, which is usually mounted on the fender. Much like that one, it's got the Transmatic transaxle with the 7-speed and what have you. So this is an oddball, but it's pretty cool. It runs, but it just been sitting here. The MTD Silver Edition, reacquired it from my friend after I'd sold it to him. He just gave up on it and gave it back. He got another mower that was smaller for his yard. It's a 700 series frame, similar to an 800 series frame, much like the Dayton and my 88 MTD. It differs in that it uses standard size lawnmower wheels on it, which makes it look funny because of the huge amount of gap between the tire and fender. Taking the motor off, the hood and everything got pretty messed up, so it's all scrap. This is basically a parts frame now for the Dayton. This here is what I call Big Ugly, or shit piece sometimes, just depending on my mood. GT18, 1985, Craftsman. It's the 18 horse, opposed Briggs. Side shaft. This hood is also incredibly hard to open. Come on, there it goes. Because it's all monkeyed up. It's the side shaft version, which is pretty rare, and I always wanted one of these. It runs. I sprayed carb cleaner in it, and it actually fires up and will run for a few seconds. I paid $75 for this one. Initially, I just wanted it for the tires to put onto the Dayton. However, I found out that the one back tire on it is trashed, unsavable, and the front tires don't fit the spindles on the Dayton, so I'll either have to do some customizing to make them fit or find something else for the Dayton. The Dayton has tires on the front that are just way too small, and they fit loosely on the spindles, and I have to run a lot of washers and spacers, and it's still not enough. It still has a lot of play in it. Finally, this is a tractor I got off Craigslist for free recently. It's an 18 horse Kohler Magnum Craftsman. Not sure on the year, but judging by its body style and everything, it's about a mid-90s. Like 95 or 96 or so. Needs a lot of work, actually, more than I thought. So not sure what I'm going to do with it yet. It's on a back burner, more or less, for now. Other than that, that's what I got back here so far. I've come and gone through so many tractors over the last couple of years. So many that some of them didn't even get videoed. Some of them I wish I still had. Some of them I cared less for. I recently just got rid of one. One of my last videos, it showed it sitting actually right there in that spot. It was just a junky Craftsman LT1000 that I sold the motor off of. I sold the rest of it the other day for $50. Got it out of my yard. So, anywho, that's my tractors. Some of y'all probably been wanting to see that for a while. Just, you know, a little more of an in-depth description of all my lawn tractors that I currently own. So, hope you enjoy. Thank you for watching. I'll try to make some more videos as soon as I can. The weather is just now starting to clear back up. We had a few days of rain, and hopefully I can get back to making some better stuff. That's all for now. Thank you.